All right. I'm gonna try to describe the new release of Super Mario Maker, or just Mario Maker 2. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna try to describe it. The first scene is a rating pending uh, logo from the ESRB. It's just Nintendo being their intro look design. It says Nintendo Direct on a red background, 2/13/2019. This came out yesterday. Um, and there's a lot of white pinpricks in the background, and it's pretty much solid red, but there's a couple of dashes, like dotted line dashes, um, in the background with tiny little crosses and stuff, teeny tiny like a cursor pointers. Okay. Our first scene here is Mario. I guess this is like Mario from Mario Super Mario 3. Um, yeah, and it's just a basic blue background, and it's just Mario running. I guess he's about to start running. On the top left side is just a bunch of coins, like how many coins he's got. On the top right side is how much time he has left. The time is at 2:99, so that's how many seconds he has. And to the left of that is how many points he has for beating all these little monsters and stuff in Mario. Um, and you just see Mario running, collecting coins, and he lands. He landed on the bottom couple steps of a descending set of steps. Each step had a fire shell with spikes on his back. So if you touch that, it's a wrap. And so Mario touched it. The immediate next scene is a zooming out of the screen, and we see that it's just Switch, just like a basic Switch. A right Joy-Con is red and the left Joy-Con is blue. And it looks like they paused the game. They paused the in-game stuff to select edit enemies, edit items, edit terrain, and they selected edit the steep slope. They adjusted the angle. They're lengthening the slope the entire way down. And now Mario has the ability to slide down slopes. So he slid down the slope and destroyed all of the fire shells. As he was doing that, he seems to have gotten a lot of points. Now his points are at 16,400. And excuse me. And now the game time is at 2:98. So that's pretty awesome. And now Mario's going up a slope, and he collected a bunch of coins. Now he's at the top of a right ways facing pipe, and at the bottom of that, a slid down it is a bunch of I'm not sure what the names of the monsters are, but it's just a basic brown one. And these are all basic stylized, like Super Mario 3. It seemed that way. And another descending slope. Mario wiped out a whole bunch of different types of bad guys. They were all bad. And so now the entire screen goes yellow, and Mario jumps and is gonna hit a question mark block. And now it says Super Mario Maker in black letters, and in a red number 2, which is grabbed by a hand, a white gloved hand. We see the number 2 coming down from the top, and it pushes the Super Mario Maker logo over to the left a little bit, squishing it down, and the number 2 is the same, is double the size of all the other letters. Mario is staring up at the hand. He looks like he has a frown on his face, like he's looking up at it, but he doesn't seem to mind. He runs to the right of the screen. The next scene is underwater level with underwater bubble makers. I don't know their name either, and they're pushing Mario up as he swims. I think that's underwater. Might be just like a illusion type of thing. The next scene is if you were gonna draw a star or the sun, you would just draw a circle. Like this is like those angry suns. I don't know the name of this creature either, but it seems like it's trying to touch Mario as he's on a platform. And the background looks like a desert with tall palm trees. And I believe this is the Mario from the first Mario, from Super Mario Brothers. I think no, it's not. This is Super Mario 3. Mario. And he's just jumping, and the next scene is just them making a level in Super Mario Maker, and they do that. I believe they're making a level, or they're trying to beat a level. I'm not too sure, but you can see all the edit options all along the edge of the screen, the top, right, and the left side of the screen. You see all the there's a bunch of different things you can do in the game. You can edit. I mean, you can make your own levels in Mario. That's what's so great about this game. Other people will make levels, and then you can play them. It's pretty incredible. But it shows the cursor being dragged along a grid pattern. It goes up, right, down, right, up, left, up. You know, it's crazy. So I believe that's gonna create some kind of snake that Mario can jump on, and it'll help him collect coins, which is always a good time. And this background is like a snowy background, pine trees, and in the far background is mountain peaks that are covered in snow. You know, this is probably someplace cold, Alaska or something. I'm not sure. Someplace cold and mountainy. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. The next scene shows them playing the same level they were just editing. The next scene is Mario on the back of Yoshi in a wet, I believe this is like an Amazon type of level, and he's trying to get on a platform, but he's inside of the like he's inside the wet portion of the river, but he's trying to get out of the river type of thing using platforms, and there's piranhas trying to get him and stuff. It's a pretty cool looking level. The next scene is Mario running from one platform, or one rotating cycling platform, like a treadmill type of platform. I believe that's what it is. And he's trying to collect some coins between a gap, but on the other side of the gap is the on blocks. That means if you bump the on blocks, it'll turn into off blocks, and those will like remove all the blocks that are blocking his way on the other side of the gap. So he has to jump from this treadmill platform across a gap, make sure he bumps his head up against the on blocks, and there's two on blocks, so there's double the chance that he'll hit it, which is good. But he has to make sure he hits that, and then so he can fall onto the far side of the hole, the gap. And he did it. And now he has to hit. He enters a smaller tunnel type of, because this is all side scrolling, and he enters another small tunnel, and he jumps up and hits the he hits the off blocks again. So because there's more blocks in his way, so he has to remove them, and he does that, but it turns the other blocks on, so now he can't go back, but he can if he jumps into those blocks again. But this is just very quick, as he's running through it, trying to get it to get as far as possible, because there's a time limit. The next scene is it shows the original Mario from Super Mario Brothers, and it shows the some kind of bird creature or something. I'm not sure what that means. But it's like when you edit Super Mario Maker, you get to do all kinds of crazy stuff. So this is probably something crazy. And this seems like an old school level from like when you're on Bowser's pirate ship or something. That's what it looks like. Yeah, you can edit all kinds of things. You can edit in monsters. There's the ant trooper they just added. That's what I read. That's what it just said. They added a huge piranha plant. There's a honeycomb structure. I don't know what they're doing right here. And it shows a 3D version of Mario. All of this is now 3D. Everything up, not until this point, but a lot of it up until this point was a 2D side scroller. But this right here is all 3D. But it's side scroller still. And the background is like a from a different angle. It's like another level from a different angle. And in the far background is a rainbow with a little in an ocean or something like that. Maybe we're on an island or something. There's clouds in the sky and stuff. It's a pretty cool looking, peaceful level. And it shows Mario in a cat suit, a yellow cat suit. That's pretty awesome. More editing, running along looked like a sewer, avoiding a piranha plant. Now it shows Mario jumping up against the a huge exclamation point block. More editing of an underwater level this time. Looks like there's a pirate ship in the background, a sunken pirate ship. Mario has a white hat on with red overalls. There's the squids, the white squids with the black bar across both eyes, and both eyes are white circles, like the white letter O's. Mario is, yeah, I guess this is an underwater level. Yep. Cat Mario creeping around was the next level. 3D Cat Mario at least, and now this is 2D from Super Mario 3, I believe, on a platform in the sky, and the platform is moving along on some gears that are spiked, so he has to time his jumps so he can go over the spikes, and the platform keeps going, but you know the spikes are in the way, so it's very hard to do. The next scene is 2D Mario running up. This is like a vertical level, and he's trying to avoid the ghosts. These are the 2D ghosts, and he's jumping up and down on platforms, but he has to keep going up and up and up. This next scene is Mario against Bowser. There's a lot of creatures between Mario and Bowser. So Mario is, I believe he's on the back of Yoshi. Excuse me. I believe he's on the back of Yoshi. And yeah, he's just shooting out a bunch of fireballs, and he's destroying a lot of the flying Koopa Troopas, or Troopas, I forget what they're called, but they're like the turtles, but they're flying, they have wings. And all this seems to be taking place in outer space or something, against Bowser, who is Mario and Bowser, Mario, who's on the back of Yoshi, and Bowser are both inside a cauldron. I believe it's usually baby Mario that's inside the cauldron, but I can't remember what the name of the cauldron is. And it has a face on it, like has two eyes and a stylized mouth on the cauldron, and on the side of Mario's cauldron is flames, so you already know his is faster. This next scene is Mario jumping around a nature level or something like that. There's a bunch of Goombas, I forget their name, the brown creatures with just the brown creatures with parachutes all over the place, so he has to avoid those or jump on top of them. And on the main platform where all the fun is, There's huge versions of like those flying creatures that were just in outer space in the last scene, and another version like his big brother or something, but they're the same size to his right. So it's this level looks pretty hardcore. And then Mario lands on a torpedo, those black torpedoes that have an angry face on them. And then the last scene is Super Mario Maker 2. And it shows Mario and Luigi. Luigi has 3 tiny blocks in his left hand, and in his right hand he has 1 tiny block. Excuse me. He's putting these blocks in front of him to create a level. Mario is holding in his left hand a tiny version of Luigi in it looks like a frog suit, a green frog suit, I think. And in his right hand he has a red tube. They both have on construction hats with their appropriate letter, like in the middle of the hat. Mario's says M in red and Luigi's says L in green. They have green belts. They have construction belts on, and they have a yellow long sleeve sweater on with white gloves. And all this appears is the last screen, and it's Super Mario Maker 2, and the background is yellow. Sorry for being sick today, guys. Hope you enjoyed everything. Yeah, Super Mario Maker 2 comes out June 2019, and we just saw Cat Mario running across.
Hi everyone, I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
Yoshikozu is in front. He's wearing a black
You
suit.
just got your first look at the brand new sequel to Super Mario Maker, which we're of course calling Super Mario Maker 2.
He's standing in front of a red background.
There will be brand new features, and many new elements are in development as we speak. So please stay tuned. Alright, next, let's cover today's Nintendo